Hello again. I'm working on the legs and I'm getting ready to paint the armor, the blue portions of the armor, but I realized that I will have to assemble what will be the green parts of the armor around the lower legs also, and I really do not like masking. The way it's going to end up looking is something, like that, sort of wrapping around the side and back of the lower leg, and those lines where the parts meet, I feel bad about the idea of trying to mask them. So here's the original parts, the way they look. You can see there's a tab there that the back piece of the armor fits onto, and then there's a tab, there's a registration pin there that the side of the armor fits onto. And so what I did to make it so that armor would be removable is, you see here, I've assembled the other leg already in that area, and the armor just removes and it's all one piece. I chopped that registration pin off completely and I clipped that down. Let me show you the other one in profile so you can see the difference. See, the one is perfectly squared off. That's the original here on the right, and the adjustment that I made was to, with my cutters, to clip at a slight angle across the corners like that, to chop it down so that it would have a little more flexibility in the fit. What I'll ultimately do is I'll glue this in place after both parts are painted, but for now it's easily removable, and I can go ahead and paint the parts separately and then glue them together, and I'll get the most perfect possible line where the parts meet, because I won't have to mask. And especially I was concerned about trying to mask the line in here. That would have just been kind of a nightmare for me. So the other thing that enabled me to do, let's see if I can show you this, the way these pieces meet, for some reason that I'm not really clear on, they sculpted and molded the back piece so that there's a little notch there, and I don't care much for that. I wanted a straight line all the way across that part. So the other thing that making the part removable enabled me to do was to actually fill in that notch there with my light curing putty. Now, normally in the past with the tester's glue I used to use, the assembly and reshaping of this part, cleaning up the seam, would have taken me days, but I just, the other day I was at a model shop in Royal Oak, Michigan called Michigan Toy Soldier Company, and they have a lot of Mr. Hobby products there. So for a mere $3.50 I thought I'd try out a new kind of glue, and I have to say I'm not ever going to use anything but this Mr. Cement Deluxe from here on. I'm sure this will last me years. There's enough of it, because instead of having to let the glue cure for days, I just let it cure for a few minutes before I went over it with the putty in the areas that I wanted to, and then sanded it down, and it seems like it's fantastic. So So I'm going to go ahead and make those same adjustments on the other leg and then do some painting, and then I'll be back.